This is Elizabeth Day, the grumpy half-orc ranger here again. In real life, I'm Sue London, the not quite as grumpy romance writer. You can check out my books at buysuelondon.com. That's B-Y, not B-U-Y, although B-U-Y would be fine.
Hello, internets. It's your friend Emily Kaplan. I play itchy, trigger-fingered Claudia Baron Liebhaber, the boyfriend-shooting rogue-like person. In real life, I write the Josie Tucker Mysteries and the forthcoming Virtual Vigilante series, the first of which is Arsenic and Alibis, which is coming in just a little while. You can find me at justthemwords, that's em.com.
Hi, I'm Polly D. Arton, the lovable, huggable, and totally adorable country music bard. I'm played by Melissa MacArthur, the equally lovable, huggable, and totally adorable associate publisher of Falstaff Books. And you can find all of our stuff at www.falstaffbooks.com.
Hi, y'all. I'm Malibu, the cheerful and sun-loving cleric. In real life, I'm Misty Massey, author of the rollicking Mad Kestrel Pirate Adventures. You can find out more about me at www.mistymassey.com.
I'm Teresa Glover. I'm the author of the Caitlin Kelly Monster Hunter series with Falstaff Books and also an editor at Falstaff Books. I'm playing Baroness Elitas Moonbrook, and you can call me Ella because really, you'll just screw it up if you try to use my real name. I'm a little grumpy, but, it's kind of worth it when I befoul a bodybuilder with a dumpling.
And I happen to be R.E. Carr, the admiral of this asshole armada. I will be your lovable, kind, gentle, sweet, and totally not evil game mistress this evening.
Snort.
In real life, I am the author of The Rules Undying and the False Icon series, of which the third book, Half-Hearted Hunter, should be available soon. If my co-writer, the wonderful Silas Kane / Rick Walteri, ever finishes editing. Anyway, we also would like to note we have a special guest this evening, who I'm going to make introduce himself, even though he's an NPC, because that's how I roll and I like throwing a curveball. Take it away, Mr. Wetherill.
Hi there, I'm Steve Wetherill. I play Brandon Firemaster, possibly the best NPC. Definitely the best NPC. In real life, I write such books as the Doomsayer Journeys and other things with Falstaff Books, so go check that out, please.
Alright, so when last we left our intrepid adventurers, everything's fine, right? I'm saying it's all fine. Just sitting around a bar with a very genial dwarf drinking Ivory Talons, the taste of Testeros. There might have also been a slight incident involving a sorcerer, his pet bat, and his friend, and a fart cloud, basically bamfing into existence and then out of existence after sucking the abs out of Kyle, who was befouled by a dumpling and since touched by carbs deemed unworthy.
Barman, this drink tastes like Testeros.
That's lemon, actually. Lemon.
It tastes more vinegary, to be honest.
So when last we left off, our lovely Elitas Moonbrook was up to bat. You now see Dad Bod Kyle moaning in pain. You have a tasty beverage. I believe it's... Do you have peach?
I think so.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to continue drinking my tasty Ivory Talon and just watch for now.
Alright, go ahead and hit end of turn, and we'll be up with Goateed Brandon Thighmaster.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to do here. I mean, I punched that guy to death, and now this other guy is got a dad bod. I'm not sure which one of them is better off.
You did indeed see a man lose his fitness in a single snap of an old wizard's fingers. How does that make you feel?
Well, better him than me, I guess. Sorry, dude. Back to the treadmill with you.
What happened? I was so careful.
Also, I should probably be checking out that wizard. Can't have people just going around undoing people's hard work. That just sounds like jealousy to me.
Well, he's disappeared.
Typical.
It literally bounced. Are you going to do anything else?
Well, I've got my drink. I'm primed for the competition.
It is low carb.
I'm going to go talk to somebody who isn't dead or crying and find out what's going on and when I get to win this competition. So I'm going to make my way to this bridge.
Okay, so you're heading towards the other people who are sitting around a fire, eating grilled keto kebabs and discussing their macros.
Yeah, these seem like reasonable people.
I think it's going to be Polly's turn, though, before we get back to you.
Well, Polly is going to hang out here and pet the black cat. And is the bartender still there?
He is right in front of you and looking straight, as a dwarf, straight at your assets.
All right. Well, I would like to order one of those ivory talons.
Ooh, we have raspberry, or we have lemon.
Raspberry sounds great.
Okay.
Great. Do you have a cup of water or a cup of milk for Excalibur here?
Excalibur? He is still staring at your essence.
The kitty.
Oh, you're staring at the kitty. Okay. He's like, well, most felines are lactose intolerant, so I will give him this dish of tuna fish that is about to not expire anytime soon. It is perfectly good source of lean protein. And he sets it down and just looks. He looks genuinely nervous.
At least he didn't offer her melon ivory talons.
We serve the finest protein.
I'm going to just kind of like hold Excalibur up right in front of my face and look him in the face and say, "You're not eating that. I don't care if it's protein. You're not eating that." And I'm going to just snuggle him back up.
Meow.
I was going to say Polly should bend down and sniff the tuna, and on the way, give a really good shot at seeing down her shirt so she can watch the bartender fall over dead.
But I've got to hold the kitty too, and that
You
might,
hold him,
make the kitty a little fluffled. Can't kerfluffle the kitty.
You do not want to fluffle the kitty.
Can I have a perception check, please, Polly?
Click.
Nothing untoward, unusual. But there's a faint toasty aroma in the air.
Well,
Anything else you'd like to do?
no, I'm just going to crack open my ivory talon and enjoy that. And that's all. Just pet the kitty.
Raspberry flavored goodness. It even tastes like it might be natural raspberry and not magically enhanced raspberry flavoring.
Ooh. Print matches my outfit too.
Alrighty then, we are up to Ciao. So, Elizabeth, your erstwhile fiance, has seen goateed Brandon Diemaster running and has decided to charge after him with a, "Hey, you're not getting a leg up on this competition." And he has dashed away.
Well, that sounds like a personal decision for him.
And that is his action. We're up to Claudia. Baron Liebhauer.
Claudia has realized that, this wedding might actually happen and has resigned herself to it. So she is going to go to the bar and see if there's an ivory talon that she might like. Maybe something tart.
We do have cranberry lime. Or we have lemon.
Lemon? All right. That'll be good. Can she take it and follow evil Brandon or goateed Brandon over to the competition kind of area?
Well, the advantage of being a rogue is that you can dash as a bonus action, so yes, you can. You can grab your drink and
Nice.
run. It's a talent.
One for the road.
So you actually have the same drink as your god. You both have lemon.
I'm not copying you at all, I swear. This guy is awesome.
While over there, can I please have a perception check? If you have nature, you can roll that as well if you are skilled in that.
She's already got a buzz, apparently.
You only see the greatest, deific creature walking around mortals, and there's other people with abs. Basically, you have now discovered, that thing, the V, that no one knows quite what it's called, but it makes women stupid at times.
The Adonis cut.
Yes, you have been Adonis cut. In fact, I believe you'll be at a disadvantage for perception checks for the next round because you have been awed by oiled abdominal action.
See, it seems like this scene should have come before Brandon Thighmaster and some other guys because this seems like the genesis of that idea.
What can I say? I'm not just a dungeon mistress, I'm also a fan. Alright, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Well, Claudia would like to pull up her shirt and see if she has those cuts as well. But otherwise, that's all.
So you're navel gazing, literally. And we are up to Elizabete.
The trend, I'm going to come over to the bar. Get myself a White Claw.
An ivory
I was
talon.
going to say, will the bear come with me?
Ivory talon.
Sorry. I am so
Drink.
sorry.
Drink.
What flavor would you like? You are very tall.
Flavors, do you have a lime?
There is indeed a lime. We have cranberry lime, and we have lime.
I'll try cranberry lime.
Oh, an excellent choice. Truly the taste of Testeros. That one's on the house. I like big women.
I will,
How does one react to such free drink from a dwarf who is staring at your navel?
Or staring at her underboob.
I will of course do some flexing because I'm in the land of flexing.
Oh, please, roll up. Oh my god. Suddenly, there seems to be a stillness, as if there's been a great disturbance in the flex.
If that doesn't get Brandon's attention, I don't know what will.
I must say, everyone who is physically inclined, please roll a perception check. And then a willpower save. Go to Brandon Thighmaster.
Right, what is willpower?
Wisdom. Sorry,
okay.
wisdom. Game.
Wisdom save.
No, we never played Pathfinder.
Brandon rolls a 16.
Okay, you are not bowled over by it, but it was impressive.
It is impressive, yeah. She's got good technique.
Yes, probably the best you've seen in a while. Far superior to the schmuck who didn't notice his own fiancé flexing.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of hopes for that relationship, I say to him.
Elizabeth, can you please roll nature? Nope, you're clueless. That's good. Why on earth would a ranger know anything about nature?
She's drinking. We're all drinking.
My only hope is that once we unlock my amnesia, it'll turn out I never was a ranger.
Actually, we're like a city girl.
It'll all start to make sense.
Okay, is there anything else you'd like to do? You have your beverage, you have your bear.
No.
You have flexed beautifully. Malibu!
What time of day is it?
It is late morning.
Oh.
I mean, you guys are drinking before noon. I'm not gonna lie.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock somewhere.
I live by this wisdom. Okay, Malibu is going to take her drink and go hang out on the beach. Get some rays.
So you have a mango. Can you please roll perception, unless you have nature skilled, and then please roll that.
Well, let's see if I have that. I do not have, no, I'm not rolling nature. Perception, you said, right?
Mm-hmm. You are blinded by the glow of abs.
I'm blinded by the sun. Like, oh, sun. I'm laying on the beach.
There is sun, there is sand, there are beautiful men that are shirtless and flexing.
Yep, this works.
You may have actually died and gone to paradise.
I've come home.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Take some of this stuff that's hanging off of me off so the sun can get at me better. I'm not stripping down. I'm just taking some things off and laying them in the sand next to me. And that's all.
Okay. Alrighty then. We are back to the top of the round order. Ella, you have your beverage. You have seen people go over. You've seen Claudia look a little bit stunned. Can I have a perception check? Or nature, if you actually have it. skilled.
Let me check. I don't think I do. My perception's stronger, so we'll do that.
There's a lot of beautiful men. It's warm, it's sunny, it's a beach. Like, the swamp has truly faded out to a more pleasant environment.
Could someone run in slow-mo? How about you, Polly?
Yeah,
I mean, the
totally.
flotation devices might cause dual harm.
Somebody hold my kitty.
Bring me your kitty. I'll hold the kitty.
We're still on Ella's turn, though. We're still on Ella's turn.
Oh.
Ella
We
doing
really
it?
sound like we're right on the edge of a really naughty joke there.
There
Teetering
is a-
on the razor fine edge.
We'll get there someday.
You mean the fact that somebody has to grab Polly's pussycat so that she can run in slow-mo?
And be damaged by her flotation devices.
Yeah, usually someone has to grab the tatas before they run.
So
That's how I run.
So even though Ella has her tasty beverage, she's looking around, and the only thing that comes to mind is bored now. And she sees that the Brandon Thighmaster potential lookalike, maybe evil, maybe not, has wandered over to talk to other people, and she's still very suspicious of him. So I think Ella will go over to where he is.
You can get
And
to
I
the
think I can
bridge.
get there with double movement.
You can, but did you do... Yeah, perception's a bonus action, so yes, you can do it if you do nothing else this turn. You can double.
Yeah.
Double dash.
so I'll go over here and kind of eavesdrop on what...
That is, by the way, a tiki hut.
It was a turtle.
It is not a turtle, it is a tiki hut, but it is enclosed.
Okay.
And there are
Good.
two people outside talking about their macros and basically roasting low-carb kebabs.
Yeah, Brandon is suspicious, so I'm just going to keep an eye on him.
In the meantime, Kyle, with the dad bod, is coming up to the bar and is drowning his sorrows in a beer. Not even an ivory talon. What a savage.
How far he has fallen, and so quickly.
And speaking of far we've fallen so quickly, go to Brandon Thighmaster. It is your turn.
Why don't you just eat some spaghetti, you failure? Anyway. Greetings, fellow competitors and future losers. I don't know if any of you guys noticed, not the doughy guy over there, or the dead one, but the wizard. On the statue, there's some buzzkill wizard flying around. I don't want him screwing up this competition for me. Do you guys know anything
That
about
would be Sung Shang.
Lu Shang, you say?
Don't. Sung Shang. Yes, he runs a competition to celebrate the transience of a lifetime. We're trying to think of a better name for it. But it's basically a big fight to prove the most valiant. He also sponsors the Flex Off and has shares in Ivory Talon. He's a very wealthy man.
Some kind of fighting tournament, you say?
Yes, yes.
I'm also really great at that, too. Maybe I can win 2 competitions today.
Oh, they say, though, that there may be an attack from our nemesis. The Temple of Enduring Mind might do something. The other guy starts like, yeah, the guys who think they can win by thinking might crash the party. Can you believe it? Those maroons.
Brandon laughs along. Yeah, I'll probably try and do math at us or something.
I know. What are they gonna do?
It's
Talk us to death?
it's good to laugh. It's good for the core.
It really is. I've been told that by doing laughing crunches, you can increase your reps by 200%. You want to crunch with us? You look really strong, dude.
Oh yeah, I totally am. I guess if I'm going to do some laugh crunching, I should probably go find these dweebs.
I mean, they're right in front of you. These are the guys who are like, ooh, 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 ha, 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 ha. They start laughing and crunching. Both of them.
Alright, so, Temple of the Enduring Mind, some wizard sponsorship deal potentially, and winning this competition. It's going to be a busy day.
And they're doing crunches. There's also a woman with bear ears next to you, and a tall elfie woman, and that other guy who is not quite as good as you in bikini armor.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're still here. Hooray.
I'm gonna defeat you.
Oh, I've already said, like, there are 3 things I've got to defeat today, and you are nowhere near the top of that list. Go, talk to your girlfriend.
Fiance!
Go defeat the lack of passion in your relationship, you chump.
Is there anything else Go-To Brandon Thighmaster would like to do?
I don't know. I guess I've got to find out where to sign up for wizard beating, or dweeb beating, or competition winning. Perception
You know, I
check.
really would have thought it would have been Klaus engaged in a beat-off.
Perception. Rolls a 14.
There's something sparkling, but you're not sure what it is. There is sparkling.
Well, where something sparkles, there's generally a reflective surface, so yeah, that sounds like something I'd be easily distracted by. I'll head towards it.
All right.
Let's see if there's anything more interesting than my reflection in this water. I mean, I doubt it.
Okay. So you are heading there, but you know what? I think it's time for Polly's turn. Oh, also, if you get close to the water, you'll get moist.
So Polly is going to go over to Malibu and kiss Excalibur on his little pink nose and hand him off to Malibu and say, "Here, will you hold him for just a minute?"
Yes. And I will snuggle the kitty.
Okay, so I'm going to pass the kitty away.
Snuggling the warm,
Take good care of my kitty.
warm black kitty.
Yes, it is a warm black kitty.
Yes. He's, don't let him get wet. Kitties don't like the water.
I won't.
And then I'm going to slide my boots off and run very slowly in slow motion. Very boobily. Down the edge of the beach.
Roll.
Toward the bridge.
Okay, you can choose between athletics or performance, depending on if you're trying to do fast or impressive. Everyone.
Impressive, and Polly rolls a 20.
Dun, dun, dun. Which way are you running if you could move your token? You can run through all the water where there's double lines is considered shallow.
Run in the water.
Every straight male will have to roll a wisdom save to avoid being at disadvantage.
I think a lot of these hard bodies just got a lot harder.
Yes. I will say there is a distinct stiffening of the competition. Oh dear God. Yeah, there's a lot of just, that's a lot.
I'm going to wave and go, "Hey, boys."
Yes, so, is that your whole action? Can I have a perception check while you're boobing? Nah, you're just enjoying the attention. The attention is great.
Yes, Polly rolls a 9 on that perception, so the only thing she's perceiving is the bounding flotation devices.
Doing, doing, doing. So, speaking of straight males, if that's the end of your turn, it's Joe's turn.
It is, yes.
All right.
I think that proves that we are indeed in the evil Baywatch dimension.
Yes. Let's get Zhao's character sheet out. 'Cause I should have had it, but I didn't. So you can all laugh at the DM, go, "How come you weren't prepared?" Alright, let's see. I will say, just apologize, the joy of slowness. Alright, let's do wisdom save. At least, all I can say is that Zhao truly has only eyes for Elizabetta. He is not stunned by the boobs. Let's just give him credit where credit's due. He wasn't looking, girl. He wasn't looking. Alright. He's like, "Wait a minute, what are you doing? Your quarrel's with me." And he has approached Goateed Brandon Thighmaster. He's like, "Don't you understand? I'm your competition. Look at this flexing."
Yeah, I'm looking in the water now.
Oh God, yeah. He didn't breathe right. He kind of got poochy. You know, maybe yeah. It just wasn't his best work. It was a little below average.
Look, I don't have a lot of time to deal with you. As you can see, I am staring into this lake. I'm a busy man.
Claudia!
Priority.
What are you up to?
Okay, so can you give me a sum up? I'm a little confused. The big thing in the center is a statue or an actual, like...
It is a
being?
statue of, like, a perfect physical form wearing a Spartan helmet.
Okay. And the sparkly thing in the water, we don't know what that is yet, correct?
Yeah, people haven't not been noticing what that is, although now Goateed Brandon Thighmaster has headed that way and drawn attention to it. So if you'd like to investigate it, you can. Nobody knows what the heck it is.
Yeah, I'd like to go a little closer and try to see if I know anything about it.
Let's start with
perception. Oh, perception? Okay.
We'll keep your investigation because it's good, but give me a perception.
Yeah. Oops, wrong one. Sorry. Perception 11.
Okay, you do get advantage because it's been pointed out. It's a sparkling egg.
She tried to save me, but you know.
And if you're closer investigation, the water around it is like forming this weird, like, it's not quite a whirlpool. A whirlpool would be kind of too logical, but it's sort of like the water is rippling and almost forming a cage around the egg. Like it's wobbling back and forth. It does not appear natural.
If that turns out to be a giant chocolate egg, I'm never leaving.
Like how big? Like big enough for a person to get inside of it, or
the egg is bigger than. It's a solid 6 foot wide egg. It's half submerged in water.
And you said solid, so like something could hatch out of it potentially.
It is an egg. It is an egg-shaped thing. It could be a rock that's been painted to look like an Easter egg. But it is very smooth and oval and half in water.
All right, let me check my inventory really quickly. I have a rope, and she would like to. Well, I don't know if she can do that on this turn, since she investigated. But she'd like to potentially attach a rope or throw a rope out to it and see if she can lasso anything.
That would be next turn, but you can prep for it this turn so that you can do it. Like, get your... I don't think you normally keep your rope pre-lassoed, or do you?
No, I do not.
Alright, so just make a survival check.
She'll do that next
turn.
turn.
It's an easy one to get your stuff ready, and then we'll see how you do next turn.
Alright, did you say check?
Survival check, please.
Okay. Survival 16.
So you are getting your lasso ready because she's not the person that keeps her rope already knotted, if you know what I mean. Okay, we are
No, I don't, but cool.
Elizabeth, you're back at the bar. You've got a bear. You've got a dwarf ogling you. There is a guy with a dad bod sobbing into a beer. What do you do?
Sounds like a regular Friday night to me. Turn, put my elbows on the bar, stare out over the beach to see what's going on.
Okay, can I have a perception?
Is anything in particular catch my interest?
Well, Claudia's getting a rope ready, and she's standing by both your fiancé and the goateed Brandon Thighmaster. And there's something sparkling behind the statue, but that's about all you get. Would you like to move closer, or would you like to talk to anyone?
No, I'm just going to sit and watch the show.
Also, okay. And your, fiance may not have noticed Polly bouncing in a wet t-shirt running in slow-mo.
I'm not sure I noticed Polly bouncing on a wet t-shirt running in slow-mo.
How could anybody not notice?
I would say that's an easy thing. Like, it is obvious what she's doing. In fact, as I said, most people seem to now be at disadvantage, and the competition's grown stiff.
How is my my ivory talon?
Well, have you been chugging or sipping?
I'm a sipper in
entirely up to
situations
you.
like this. I mean, we're hanging out at the beach.
Oh yeah, you're only about a third of the way through, but you do have a very attentive bartender who's like, "So, what size shoe do you wear?" Just asking.
Well, I guess you'll figure it out when I put it up your ass if you ask me that again.
The second one's on the house. He puts another drink on the town and immediately goes to help the other. He's cleaning the other end of the bar very pointedly.
I don't think that's how you do a cleanse.
Anything else, Elizabeth?
Oh, that totally goes up the butt.
I will pass my turn.
Okay. Malibu. It's time for you.
I'm laying on the beach, drinking a drink and petting a soft, warm kitty cat, and I'm kind of chill right now. I mean, I do see what could be a possible giant chocolate egg in the distance. Yes.
That is, yeah, make a perception check. I'll tell you exactly what you see.
Okay.
Yeah, you see a giant Technicolor egg now that it's been pointed out, half submerged in the water. There's lots of sparkles. Like, maybe they're candy sparkles.
Of course, they're candy sparkles. I kind of sit up and I see people up on the shore closer to it, and I go check out that egg. I want to know what it is. I'm busy.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I have cat.
We are back up to the top of the round. Ella. What would you like to do? You have heard the shout from Malibu.
Yeah, I'm going to perceive. I'm actually perceiving pretty well. I got a 19.
Whoa, there's a giant egg. There is a giant, and you also pick up a hum, as well as seeing the rainbow sparkles. Like, the sparkles are coming from the egg. You have perceived that, and you can tell that what looks like this pattern here around it is kind of a wall of water that it looks like it's a whirlpool, but it's not whirling all the way down to the middle. It's just sort of whirling around this egg.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and come over here, not only because I can keep an eye on Mr. Suspicious, but also to see if I can determine what the hell is going on with the magical sparkly egg.
Just to let you know, while you were perceiving, since you rolled so high, you also heard a swooshing, whirling sound behind you from your original position by the tiki hut. I don't know if that changes your opinion.
No, because the sparkles would be more in keeping with my aesthetic, because, you know, I would assume that there would be something of value that sparkles, so I'll check that out first and keep in mind the whooshing sound later.
Okay, it is definitely sparkly and pretty and colorful and bright and all those things. And you're pretty sure it's an egg. And your companion has a rope.
Let's see. Can I detect magic on it?
You can always detect magic on it.
Okay.
I mean, it is within 30 feet.
It doesn't look like it would be blocked by anything that would prevent me from seeing what's going on with it.
Alright, so you are casting detect magic?
Yes.
Yeah, there is definitely magic. There's magic-y. The wall surrounding it, the egg, the sparkle. There's so much magic, it's practically blinding.
Okay. Can I tell what it is?
The School of Magic, I believe it is protection.
So
the water surrounding it is a magical barrier.
Okay, so I don't trust Brandon enough to tell him that. I'll wait until I can, and then I'll try to sneak around to Claudia and whisper to her so that he doesn't hear me. But for now, I'm going to keep that information to myself.
Yeah, you're going to need one more turn to have enough movement to get to her.
Yeah.
You could motion to her and see if she notices you, but obviously the Thigh Master is in the way.
Yeah. I'll see if I can wave to her and get her attention, but if not, I'll just wait till my next turn to try to get to her.
Okay. Is that all you'd like to do this turn?
Yes, ma'am.
Go to Brandon Thigh Master.
You know, as interesting as this egg is, which is not very, it's an egg. I've got stuff to do. I've got a full day, so
it's not reflective.
No, I mean it's just an egg. Bearchild, vampire lady, loser. I will see you later. And then I'm gonna go find some information about me and stuff that is important to me, like winning.
Okay. Oh, so you're going to the next group.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
They're all doing squats and punch squats here.
Oh.
And they're singing.
Oh, what are they singing? Is it a song about me?
We're manly men doing manly things, squatting and jumping and putting blokes in slings. We oil up and strike a pose. If any tosses quit, we punch him in the nose.
I'm alarmed that you just sung that off the cuff.
I'm deeply disturbed.
Brandon will leave these people.
That is the end of your
In
turn.
song?
They just keep singing.
Yep, he just walks away.
All right. Can I have a perception
That song,
check,
by
please?
the way, is definitely going on the Calamity Chain's greatest hits compilation album.
Oh, totally. Everybody sing it. As you get on the bridge, you do hear, "Oh, we're manly men, going up to let's see. Oh, God. The other guy's like, "Fuck, you've ruined it!" And then you hear stabbing.
We hear stabbing?
Oh,
Brandon does.
they've really picked up on the final verse there. Oh well, I'm leaving now anyway.
It's okay. That is the end of your turn. We are up to Polly.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
How deep is the water?
It's not very deep. There are some parts that are, if you see where there's a little bit of darker coloration, those parts are deeper, but you're in sort of a shallow, I would say, kiddie pool. 3 feet, maybe.
Okay, could I start going out toward the island through the water? Would that be swimming or walking?
You could do either. It's like kiddie pool, so you could lift your feet up and swim, or you could just walk. But it will be half movement because it is, more than half your depth in water. But the question is, yes, in normal movement, you can cross the stream.
Okay, I want to cross over, I suppose swimming. So I'm going to kind of roll over onto my back and
Oh dear.
do a beautiful backstroke, making sure that all the assets are, fully visible, and swim over to the island over here.
Well, one guy is recovered. The other...
Can I make it to here?
Yeah, you can get there. You could actually get around between...
Here?
No, you could get between Ella and Claudia if you wanted to swim around and just sort of beach yourself.
Yep, that's what I want to do. In the glittery loveliness that is the egg.
Oh, it's glittery, it's shiny, but there is definitely a wall of water between you and the wall goes all the way down to the, like, from your perspective, you can see it goes all the way down. You can roll perception or investigation if you want to try to figure out more, but it's a wall of swirling water.
Okay, let me, I want to do that. Let's see.
So if Ella sees her checking it out, can I tell her what I've learned about the magic, or do I need to wait?
She's right next to you. I mean, you could do a quick, you can do one sentence.
It's surrounded by protection magic. Be careful.
You got it. Nope, one sentence.
Okay.
That was not semicolon approved.
Ah, damn it. Okay, well.
Colon would work.
I'm not arguing with an editor online, but you get to go, Melissa.
Okay. What did you say? I should roll perception or what?
Investigation. Investigation will take the rest of your turn. Yeah,
Okay.
It's weird. The water's, it's like a whirlpool, but it's not cloudy, even though there's a sandy bottom. It's like clear water. And you can see the egg through it. It's definitely an egg, or someone painted a perfectly oval stone to look like an Easter egg.
Is it like moving water, like a fountain shooting up, or is it clear water, like a wall of water just hanging out?
Imagine if a whirlpool didn't keep whirling into the middle, but just the outside, going around and around and around, like, Sonic the Hedgehog, who does not sponsor this podcast, zipping around in a circle.
So like the rings of Saturn, but water.
Yes. Actually, the rings of Saturn are mostly water, but it's just frozen. So, very good. Science point.
I guess they liked it. Whoever put it there, they must have really liked it.
Yes, or they wanted to keep everyone away from it.
Well, if you had a giant Cadbury egg, wouldn't you do that too?
Well, if they put a ring on it.
Oh,
It's like it does kind of look like a giant, like, painted, candy-covered chocolate Easter egg.
with a ring on it.
I want to eat it.
Okay. Are you doing anything else this turn?
I'm just going to exclaim that I really want to eat it.
As several of the men faint.
And that's all.
Yes.
All of it.
Well, one is like clearly not
that's all.
into you, but the other one is reeling. There's nosebleeds from the guy in green. All right, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Ja was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go enter the tournament. Screw Brandon Thighmaster. Although, not that I want to.
Hold up my ivory tower. You can do it, honey.
Zhao has run off. Claudia Baer-Liebhauer.
Okay, Claudia would like to run up. Well, first of all, she saw Ella waving, and she waves back. And then she runs up by Polly, and she's heard that about the magical protection wall. But she does still want to try to lasso it.
Okay, I just want to clarify. There is a wall of water surrounding this egg.
What is that? Maybe like athletics?
Yeah. Athletics would work. Survival would work too. It's rope.
Okay. Alright. Let's try athletics. Yeah, maybe she should have tried survival.
Oh, sorry. You have tangled yourself up in your rope this turn. I will note that from this angle now, you can see that the water is about 3 feet high, and the egg is 2 feet above the water.
Like floating? Like levitating?
No, like the top, the apex of the egg breaks about 2 feet over this section of water. The water wall is only 1 foot taller than the egg. So maybe you could have a better angle, but you'd have to go up and over a foot of swirling water.
So it's like a watery nest.
That is a very good description. It is like a watery nest.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Is it a love nest?
Claudia might try again on her next turn. We'll wait and see.
Okay. Would you like to do anything else? You have your ladies here. There are also 2 guys doing squats. And there's faint singing coming from behind the egg.
No, she's pretty much like entranced by this egg, so she's gonna stay here and see if she can get it in on shore.
Okay. This completely smooth, oblong, wet egg. Alrighty then. We're up to Elizabete
Watching everything,
at the bar
petting the bear.
with Kyle.
Do we have any confirmation that might be chocolate yet?
Not yet. Claudia has tangled herself in her own rope and is staring at the wall of water surrounding said egg.
Come sit with me. It's a great vantage point.
Yeah, Malibu, do you have your drink? Do you need another drink?
You also do have an extra drink still sitting on the bar at no charge. The bartender has not spoken to you since.
I'm good, I think.
The bear does not get a drink.
I don't know.
I will mosey over.
The bear is like, ooh, ooh, looking at the other kid.
Gives me a superior view of the egg. I'm the classic emo girl at the beach, though.
Yeah.
The bear does follow you. Sits on a barrel. Can I have a nature or survival, whichever one you have a higher skill at? Yeah, eggs that size probably belong to a very large creature, if it is actually an egg and not a painted rock or chocolate. In fact, an egg that size is probably something more in the dragonkin vicinity.
Sounds accurate.
And in a human settlement guarded by water, like a wall of water that seems very deliberate, but, some dragons do a lot of defense for their young, and probably wouldn't leave it in a human settlement and go very far away.
Sounds like really important information to have.
It is.
Have I moved on to the second one yet, or am I just holding two bottles of...
Well, did you
Right.
switch to chugging, or are you just sipping still?
No, I'm sipping.
Kyle's kind of like, I drank those once. Blurp. I used to have abs.
I call out across the water. Hey, guys. Have you thought about what kind of an egg that could be?
It's delicious.
Chocolate with
And
sprinkles.
we'll go to Malibu.
Still hanging here on the beach with the cat. Everybody looks like they're fine, so I'm watching the egg
Can we
show.
do a perception?
Yeah, I'm just saying that if that's somebody's egg, they might be around. I'll look around.
Can I have perception checks from the two people down below? That would be Elizabeth and Malibu.
Okay.
Elizabeth, I'll give you advantage for this. You've noticed something. There's a certain disturbance in the flat.
Oh,
Let's see how long it takes her to notice.
She go.
Da-da-da. You feel a familiar presence in the water.
So, quick question. Does animal handling work on dragons?
It does not work on sentient dragons. It only works on drakes, wormkin, dinosaurs, other animal
Guess it's a great way to find out if it is or is not a sentient dragon. Try to use animal handling and see if it looks insulted.
On you see what I'm seeing, right? You have noticed the thing in the corner?
This thing.
Just checking.
Oh yeah. I said here she come.
uh-oh.
Oh yeah. There's something very familiar about that plesiosaur.
It's the same one.
Revenge is a dish best served barbecued.
It seems to have a chunk taken out of it that you remember, which is weird because that doesn't happen for 3 more years.
I'm sure it's forgiving. Aren't plesiosaurs known for being forgiving?
I think they're known for being dead.
But we're on Malibu's turn. You have been pointed out that there is a plesiosaur.
It has been pointed out to me.
Well, Elizabeth, were you subtle about noticing a plesiosaur? So yeah, Malibu, make a perception check again. A second one. I'll give you advantage. Oh yeah, there's definitely a plesiosaur. Oh yeah, sure you betcha. And it's closer than you thought. Like, how did it sneak up on everybody? Like, plesiosaurs aren't exactly known for being stealthy. But it's there. And it's also in front of a whirlpool.
I yell to my friends who are in the water, "There's a plesiosaur in the water!"
Please tell me I percepted that.
I think it's Malibu, I'm pretty sure that was obvious. Are you doing anything else, Malibu? Other than screaming that there's a plesiosaur in the water?
Well, I have a cat to protect, so I'm kind of standing up now, and I'm watching the plesiosaur, and I'm looking at my friends and the egg and the cat, and I'm just on the edge of panic.
Well, that brings us to Elitas. You have heard there's a plesiosaur in the water.
This crap again. I was busy though. I want to solve the mystery of the egg. The plesiosaur can wait. I would like to either investigate or use Arcana to see if there's some other reason why this egg is magical, or if it's just the plesiosaur.
Okay,
So what do I need to roll there?
This starts. Do you want to go for your magical knowledge or more general logic? Declare now.
Let's go magical.
Roll
magical.
Arcana.
Oh, wow. I rolled a 5.
It's probably chocolate.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess that means I would be rather bored with the egg and intrigued now by the plesiosaur, since that's the bigger draw for my attention. Let's see. I guess I'll walk back towards the tiki hut.
Okay.
To get a better view of this thing. So I'll come right over here.
Okay. Perception.
I rolled a 20.
That looks just like the plesiosaur that you encountered on the boat. Complete with the chunk taken out of it. And possibly little bits of Elizabeth hair in its teeth still?
Oh, this asshole again. I think
It's
I'm out
also
of
from the
action.
exact direction you heard the whooshing sound. And you are out of action.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'll just think about...
You get one sentence.
I think we've seen this asshole before.
And with that, Goatee Brandon Bymaster, there has been a bit of a commotion.
Yeah, but that's over there.
And there is still singing.
Yeah, I want to get away from the singing and towards anyone who might help me achieve my goal. Can't help but thinking...
They're doing lunges here.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, look. And you're here as well. Hello, you.
I'm gonna go to the tournament and win the prize and be able to marry my true love.
Yeah, you keep saying that and I still don't care. Where do I sign up?
But you were supposed to kill me.
Oh, God, you're just depressing me. Do you want me to I could just kill you now? Would that speed things up?
No, I have to win the heart of my Elizabeth.
Oh, kill you, don't kill you. You just seem like a very confused young man, okay? Now, stop being sad around me.
You can make a perception check.
Okay, perception. 19.
There seems to be this path leads to a large structure. It's partially obscured by trees, but it almost looks like an arena.
Ah, that seems like where I should go to.
And it is where Zhao is heading.
Do I have any movement left?
No. You're not a rogue. Sorry. Gonna have to wait.
Okay. I'll overtake Joel.
There's also some commotion.
Yeah, but that's over there.
And these people lunging are going, oh, we're manly men, all up to snuff. Get out of our way or we're gonna get rough, manly men.
Oh dear. I really wish I had some movement left.
And on that, we're at Polly's turn.
Well, can I use acrobatics and see if I can kind of backflip over the wall of water toward the egg?
You can try anything you want. I'm just not going to tell you what the difficulty is.
Okay, we're going to try it. I rolled a 13.
Does the special... You see, like, in those trampolines where you hit something and you just bounce?
Yeah.
It's like hitting a trampoline.
Oh, I'm
let's
bouncing.
See what direction. 1 is north, and then we're going to go around. So, east. You basically landed exactly where you started.
But I'm bouncing, so that's okay.
One guy's like, are you okay? He actually stops doing his laughing crunches to check on you.
Aww, how sweet. What's your name?
Chad. Chad Masters.
What?
My name, it's Chad Masters.
Oh, hi, Chad. Would you like to be my friend?
He passes out. With a nosebleed.
They always do that. Why can't I find a friend?
A sudden rush of blood from their brain.
Exactly. So, Polly, that would be your turn, would it not?
Yeah. Do I have enough movement left to get like out of the water and onto the sand?
You're on... Yeah, you could get up. I'll say you're on the sand half of that square. I mean, you're kind of... It's a beach.
Okay.
All
okay.
right.
I just didn't want to be in the water with the plesiosaur.
I'm gonna get there first. And Zhao has disappeared into the jungle. Claudia Burnley, however.
Alright. So Claudia still wants the egg. But
You have watched Polly bounce off the wall.
But she has clearly heard her friends shouting about the plesiosaur. So she's gonna put away her rope and get out her bow.
Mm-hmm.
And set up for like right here maybe, and set up for aiming at the plesiosaur.
You can indeed see this asshole again.
Because she figures if she kills or if they kill the plesiosaur or wound it, then they'll be able to have the egg.
Indeed. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it for now.
Elizabeth, that asshole's back.
Huh.
There's still an egg in the water. Your fiancé has run off into the jungle, and there's men singing, and Kyle is still sobbing into his beer.
I will call out, does this thing belong here? Running at the plesiosaur.
Okay.
Never good to attack somebody's, pet plesiosaur. Does anyone respond?
Holy crap, there's a plesiosaur! It's back! Ah! 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 And then he promptly gets slapped by the woman next to him, like, get a hold of yourself, man. It's just a plesiosaur. It's probably for swimming drills.
I shoot the plesiosaur.
I believe that does hit.
Plesiosaur and I have issues.
You have definitely attracted the plesiosaur's attention.
I suggest that Malibu in her holy suit to swimming step out of the way.
I gather up my things and the cat and do exactly that.
Okay. You have hit the plesiosaur. It roars and flails in the water a bit.
I go ahead and move my character here.
Yeah, runs with you. This chef is hiding now in the tiki hut. Okay. Malibu, it is your turn.
I'm good. I'm staying way over here.
You do realize plesiosaurs can't get out
Figure
of the
as long
water.
as I stay out of the way and stay alive, I can heal everybody when they're all dead. So
Valid. The kitty is like, meow. It's gonna
Come on,
go
kitty,
hide in the
come on.
barrel. Kitty's hiding in a barrel.
okay, that's fine.
Alright. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good. I'm watching.
Can I have a perception check since you're watching? This
Ooh, I perceive it hard.
the plesiosaur seems to be guarding a very sparkly whirlpool.
Oh, I get it. I think.
In fact, you can almost
there's
hear
nobody-
like little noises coming from the whirlpool. Even from
Were those noises happening from the giant chocolate, possibly egg?
No, that was more
as
of
well?
a tingly, 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 tingly noise.
Like a regular water noise?
No, like a tingly, 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 tingly.
Oh.
You've heard rumor of like games where people will do chimes when you approach objects of interest. This is more like a sound.
So, okay. It's making noise, y'all. This
Well, that was helpful. Oh, that was your sentence. Sorry. We're back at the top of the order. Ella.
Okay, so I need to do some kind of check here because Ella heard the whirlpool making noise before. She heard the egg humming, and she knows that there's protection magic around the egg.
Yes.
She sees the chunk out of the plesiosaur, but she also knows that the bear was the one that was impaled on the prow of the ship. So I want to see if I can run a check to see if she can figure out and kind of put this together in some kind of a way that helps her understand what the hell is going on.
Could be an intelligence check.
Okay.
Let's see how the brain just goes in this moment of stress.
Ah, she's dumb. She rolled a 5.
Clearly the ivory talon is hitting you a little harder than you thought. There's just too much going on. It's not making sense yet. What would you like to do?
Her spidey sense is pretty clear that something is gone rotten in Denmark here.
Basically, it's
So-
beyond the pale spidey sense tingling. There's so much tingling, it's like competitive tingling.
I want to shoot it with a crossbow. Yeah.
You have shot, you have indeed connected. It's almost like it's easier to hit. It seemed almost like it's easier to hit him, but you did successfully connect with a bolt, and now it is Goateed Brandon Thighmaster's turn.
Okay, you guys have fun with your plesiosaur. Please yourself, I guess. I'm gonna go murder this guy, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how the competition pans out. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So you are running towards the other area, towards the arena almost looking thing?
I mean, there are other things going on here, but none of them are about me. So I'm heading to the arena where I belong.
Okay. I will take you out of this turn order until we are ready. Polly.
Well, Polly wants to holler across at Malibu and ask if the cat's okay.
I point at the cat in the barrel.
Okay. Thank you for keeping the kitty safe.
No worries.
Let's see. And I want to... Am I close enough to the plesiosaur to, like, shoot it with magic-y type things?
It depends on the magic-y type thing you want to shoot it with. You can always move and check your range.
All right, so 120 feet. Is that too far away?
I'm totally not forgetting how to draw the little arrow thing or anything like that. You're fine.
Okay. Okay, cool. So I want to try to cast Hypnotic Pattern at it, like surrounding the plesiosaur.
Okay, if you can link that spell, please, so I can illusion. So you want to... What illusion do you want to sort of...
It says it's a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within the range. Every creature in the area who sees it must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie. Let's see how this plesiosaur does. Nope. He is loopy and confused. Like many of us. Maybe he had an ivory talon. Yes, Polly has been hanging out with Molly.
So he can't move anymore.
No, he is sort of trapped in a prismatic pattern of ivory talon logos.
Okay, can I say something to everybody?
You have a sentence, same as everybody else.
Let's see if I can punctuate this properly. I've got it trapped, so I think we should all run away.
Okay. Moving on.
Is this trap like a stun?
It's like he's dazzled by light.
Like if I shoot him, will he shake off his dazzledness?
He will get a chance on his turn. So far, he's completely... It's like flailing around, looking very confused, and maybe like it might be having a seizure of some sort. Claudia, it's your turn.
Elizabeth, they actually hit him. So does he look wounded at all?
Well, you can't, now that there's light sort of blocking it, but you did see arrows, like both arrows going in. Both Ella's and Elizabeth's clearly thunked into its hide. It's hard to tell on a big dinosaur, but it does seem to have landed solidly. But it's flailing around and actually kind of thrashing like it's having some sort of adverse reaction to the light.
I am torn. I'm torn if I want to continue to fight him. I do want that egg, though. And I think that's the only way we're going to be able to get it, is to kill him, if possible.
That is an interesting bit of logic.
Alright, I think I'm going to try to shoot him anyway, sadly.
Okay.
Even though I might break the spell.
You will get advantage because it can't move. Not that you need it.
Oh. Okay.
Alrighty then. Just give 1 second. You have definitely, like, you can't quite see because there's still that sort of pattern. It's like trying to look at someone getting stabbed through a light curtain, for lack of a better word. But there's all these dazzling, twisting, ivory talon logos surrounding a plesiosaur that's flailing in the water, not moving, surprisingly easy to hit, and there is still an egg. And both goateed Brandon Thighmaster and Zhao have run off into the jungle. We are on Elizabeth's turn.
Oh, did Claudia just shoot the critter?
Yes. Claudia shot through the light curtain, and there was a... I don't make plesiosaur.
And Polly said that she cast this, so we should run away, right?
Correct.
Just checking things. And when Claudia shot it, the light stayed up?
Yes. As long as Polly's concentrating. Or 10 rounds. You have hit. There's more... That's my plesiosaur noise. Maybe it'll sound better in post-production.
As you may realize, I have personal issues with this plesiosaur.
This is definitely the term like shooting fish in a barrel. Yes.
You killed me once, you son of a bitch. Doesn't get any better than that.
Alrighty. We're up to Malibu.
Malibu honestly does not have a clue what to do. Because she has a feeling that from what some of the ordinary people were saying, they're used to this plesiosaur being there for training purposes, and Elizabeth wants to kill it, and the others are staring at the egg, and she's just gonna go get another drink.
Kyle's like, "Do you want a beer? I'll buy you a beer. You're so pretty."
Thank you.
Do you accept a beer from Dad Bod Kyle?
Sure.
Okay. It's not even a
doesn't
light
mean-
beer. It's like a
this doesn't-
porter.
That's okay. I'm cool with that. But this doesn't mean we're married, does it?
Do you know the marriage customs of Testaros?
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking.
Roll a religion. You're pretty sure it's not the marriage custom of Testaros. There hasn't been a flex off. No one has done a dowry of high protein shakes.
Okay.
So you're probably fine.
Okay, then
Until there's been an exchange of a goat, it's perfectly fine.
We do not talk about the goat.
Exactly.
We never ever talk about the goat. Okay, yeah, then I will accept the very kind offer of the alcohol, and turn around and watch the show some more.
Make a perception check.
What do I perceive?
There's a whirlpool, there's a sparkling egg, there's a whole bunch of chaos. Some of the other people are gone. There's one dude fainted because of Polly. And this plesiosaur just doesn't seem as tough as you remember.
No, I have thoughts, but I don't know how to quite put them out there yet because I'm just the sun-loving cleric. So.
And you got a good buzz on. Make that a Constitution save.
And I'm not sure that Elizabetta would stop even if I did say stop. So, what am I? Constitution.
Constitution save, please. Oh. And you are drunk as a skunk. Please, anything that requires good judgment, you will have a disadvantage.
Okay, in that case, I want to pick up the kitty again and sit back down in the sand.
Meanwhile, Kyle's like, "Hey, you want to come back to my hut?"
No. I want to sit in the sand. Sit in the sand with me.
He will go sit in the sand with you.
Awesome.
We are at Ella.
Okay, so
your cleric is drunk as a skunk getting hit on by Dad Bod.
And none of that interests me whatsoever. But I'm still trying to figure out the puzzle of this plesiosaur. It's like an itch in my brain. It's like that sneeze that hasn't come but will come at some point. So I want to try another intelligence check before I, shoot it. God, she's dumb.
It's beneath you.
Definitely got to be drunk because that was a 6.
There is a lot of booze in the alcohol. These ivory talons pack quite a punch.
Apparently.
What? I'm not
what are you gonna do?
So I'm just gonna shoot it again.
Okay.
It rolled a 24 with 11 piercing damage.
Ooh. It's amazing when you don't enter the water how easy these things are to hit.
I mean, that's logic beyond us at this point, so, come on.
Okay. Anything else?
Can I perceive anything about the whirlpool, since it looks like the creature is protecting it?
I'll give you a perception check.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's beneath you. It's water.
Okay. Alright, bored now.
Polly! There's a guy with a nosebleed passed out in front of you. There's a sparkle.
I'm just going to keep on casting.
Are you going to keep your concentration up on...
Yes.
Okay. That is all you can do this round. Plesiosaur is going to attempt to... Plesiosaur is going... Oh! And has broken free. And is swimming away.
How am I supposed to get my plesiosaur boots now?
Claudia. It's running away.
It ran away.
Bravely.
It's running away. The plesiosaur that chased Elizabeth to the ends of the earth is running away.
Proof that dinosaurs became chickens.
The whirlpool is still there?
Yeah.
Well, the whole point to that was that I wanted to get the egg. So maybe since it's going away, maybe I'll go back to the egg and see if I can swim out toward it a little bit or wade out.
I mean, you can get there easily. It's not deep. It's just there is a swirling, very, very fast wall of water. It's the one you saw Polly bounce off.
All right, I'm going to get my rope back out again then and see if I can lasso it.
Athletics, please.
Okay.
Or
Needs more
survival,
practice.
whichever one you prefer. It is a rope skill.
Athletics 12.
You don't get tangled up, but it just sort of bops off. Like, you know, when you hit a volleyball and it just bops the top of the net and bounces back?
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens with your rope.
Okay.
The rope doesn't get, like, shredded or torn or anything. It just sort of bounces back at you. You have a sentence if you wish, or you can pass your turn.
Son of a...
Elizabeth! The plesiosaur is retreating. What would you like to do?
Well, I mean, technically, I'm only at 55 feet at this point. So,
Oh yeah, it is still in range. No longer. Holy Hannah. Ooh.
Elizabeth may not know much about herself, but she knows she can keep a grudge.
Are you moving or anything else? Or you have a sentence if you wish to add to the conversation that is this battle.
I will just run down the beach.
Your bear lumbers behind you.
My turn.
Now it's Malibu.
Malibu is building a sandcastle.
You sure you don't want to come back to my hut?
Oh,
You're so pretty.
I know, but I gotta stay in the sun because I don't get chances to tan all the time. These guys have me going through dungeons and wrecked ships and all this stuff, so I gotta grab the sun while I can. Here, build a
Wow.
tower.
He'll start making a sandcastle with you.
Yeah.
That brings us to the other round. We are back up to Ella. Do you feel like testing
All
your
right.
intelligence anymore?
Yes, I am not giving up on this because you know what? I got an axe to grind. So let's try that intelligence again and see if I can actually break through. Good Lord Almighty, that's a 3.
You're absolutely sure the egg is chocolate, the plesiosaur is the father, and you're gonna wake up in a shower and see JR.
Okay,
You're not
well,
sure
this just
who
annoyed.
JR is, but that's gonna happen. In
This is
fact,
just
I'm gonna say
annoying
you
me,
have to
so
skip at least one round because you've been so like frustrated by this.
I can brain. I know I can.
You have to pass the intelligence for one round. The ivory talon has clearly clogged your mind.
but it usually doesn't affect my ability to shoot, so I'm gonna fire at the stupid plesiosaur again.
Oh yeah, you can totally do that.
See, I can fire, I can aim.
She's got a
I'm
little
not
Johnny
brain.
Fever thing going on there.
It does not affect your ability to shoot. In fact, you hear another. "Arrgh." You just can't brain good.
Yeah, I fail at braining. So that was a 21 with 6 piercing damage.
There's definite blood in the water. The water is streaked red. And it's Polly's turn.
Okay, so there's no plesiosaur around anymore, right?
It's swimming away, and there might be some streaks of red in the water at this point. Like, just there's a lot of blood.
Eek. Aw, poor fella. Okay, so I want to run over. I forgot how to do the arrow thing. Can I make it over to where Malibu is, either through the water or across the bridge?
Oh, by the way, the plesiosaur has gotten out of your prismatic field. It did make its save. That's why it's running away.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to run to the bridge and cast?
I want to get over where Malibu is.
You can't quite make it to Malibu. You could make it to the bridge. I mean, you could try swimming if you just wanted to use your whole action. You could just swim across to her.
Okay, let me do that. Okay. So I'm gonna go over there where she is,
The cat is still in the
and
barrel.
I want to say to her, "Pass me my boots."
And that's your action. Oh, it's not feeling. The plesiosaur remembers. What is your armor class?
15.
The plesiosaur misses you. Make a wisdom save.
It means nothing to me. I got a 6.
It's probably just having a shitty day. Means nothing. Everything's fine. It's clearly the same plesiosaur. You're just getting your revenge. But it's Claudia's turn.
What? The plesiosaur came back. All right. I thought the egg was the hill that I was going to die on, but my friend has been chomped. So I'm going to run back.
Yeah, I was chomped at.
Chomped at. Okay.
Still offensive.
It was an insulting chop, though.
Still very offensive. I thought the plesiosaur was a girl, especially with the Shark Week thing happening with the blood in the water.
That's as far as you can get without dashing right there, so you will have to fire from
Okay,
that
right
range.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I will fire from right here. And where we go? Short bow. 16.
There's a lot of blood on the water. It looks like it's barely hanging on. Anything else you'd like to do, Claudia?
No, that's it.
Elizabeth, it's right in front of you, and it looks hurt. Holy Hannah! Describe what you do to this plesiosaur.
A longbow is not a small weapon, and takes a good deal of strength. So I have that longbow right in its poor little face. I pull back and bury a giant arrow right into it.
The invincible plesiosaur is dead.
Should I try that wisdom again?
I think you should get a wisdom. Something is definitely wrong.
Huh.
Especially because the plesiosaur kind of explodes into sparkles instead of a big flumpy body. Almost like the plesiosaur wasn't there.
This is really strange.
And you hear doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. And I think that's where we're gonna end things today.
Ella has decided she's never drinking an ivory talon ever again.
Malibu would agree if she wasn't so drunk she can't think about it.
So what have we learned in this fine adventure? Alcohol and adventuring don't always mix. There may be an adventure going off to the east, and the plesiosaur wasn't all what it seemed. Tune in next time to find out more in this adventure of the Calamity Janes.
When you get buzzed with your gal pals on ivory talons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that enough of an outro for you, Steve?
And kitties are soft.
And they purr.
Yeah.
And Polly's boobs cause boys to pass out.
But even though our adventure is over, that doesn't mean the show is done. We have a little bit of time to take your questions, boys and girls. So, Emily, have you got some things for us this week?
Yep. We've got questions from both the Discord and from the Facebook page. If you are a member of the Patreon, you can cut the line and post questions for us on the Discord. We'll answer those first. Let's see here. So Corey asks, if you could get your own familiar that you could talk to, you as the player, not the character, what would it be and why? I'm assuming we have some cats in the group.
Oh, we totally have cats.
Yeah, of course the first thing that came to mind for me was my cat. I definitely would enjoy that, but I guess the other thing that would be interesting is to befriend a bird, because then if you have the true familiar connection, then you get to see everything from that other perspective. So, but it would be awesome to be able to just chat with my kitty cat, Chadwick.
As for me, yeah, I was pretty much bonded at the hip with my golden retriever Max for the longest time, and he died a couple years ago. So I'm thinking that my next familiar is probably going to be like an elephant.
Awesome.
It'll never.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they behave roughly the same as far as personal space.
Yeah. Perfect for apartment living, right?
Right.
Absolutely.
I think that mine would have to be like an alpaca.
An alpaca?
I don't really know why. Yeah, like the cuddly, huggy thingies. Or one of those, like, things that smile. The fluffy things. What are they called?
Fluffy things that smile.
They're on
Quokkas.
Facebook.
Quokkas.
Yes.
Quokkas?
What'd you
Quokka.
say?
Quokkas?
Yes.
Yeah. They look like little chipmunks that
Something
always
snuggly
smile.
and cuddly.
Now you're
Okay.
reminding me of capybaras and how cool they are.
Well, I live in a house with two people who cannot have fuzzy critters around or they stop breathing. And so we don't have cats or dogs or anything. But I once had a Mexican milk snake that I loved just all to pieces. That was the coolest animal ever. So I think I would go with the snake because not only does it not have any fur and so my family could continue breathing, but they will hold on to your arm or wrap around your neck, so I wouldn't have to worry about holding my familiar. It would just hang on.
Oh my.
I'm not going to lie, I'm a little grossed out by that, but hey,
Sorry.
it's all good.
I once danced with her and nobody knew I was coming out on stage. I was at a performance and nobody knew that I had an actual snake in my hand until I turned and faced the audience and I held her up and she moved because of the lights being so hot. And one of the people in the audience went, "She's got a real snake." And I thought for a second, oh Lord, they're going to run out. Fortunately, they didn't. So
That's good. I think I would have to have a housebroken puppy that permanently stayed a puppy. Like, I want that energy all the time, but I don't want to have to clean up after accidents. So I need a magical familial puppy.
Oh man, I think I want a red panda because they're just so cute, and I just want it to run around, and it's pretty much my little spirit animal. I love red pandas, and barring that, I'd get an axolotl because my familiar could then regenerate its limbs if anything happened, and I'm totally accident prone.
Awesome. Okay, next question. Jen asks, what's something odd you learned about or experienced recently?
Odd.
Yes.
I can go with
Yes.
interesting. I was just doing some research on a queen of Haiti that I was trying to figure out whether or not I can work her into my series because she's concurrent with the Regency period. So I thought that was very interesting, but I wouldn't say it was odd, but very cool.
Awesome. Yeah, let's add interesting to that. Just anything that's like made you kind of perk up mentally. Like at my work, they encourage us to do volunteer hours, and I wanted to find something digital so I didn't have to, go out and get exposed to whatever diseases we have. And I found through the Smithsonian Institute, you can get online and be a volunteer transcriptionist. So I did a couple hours on Friday transcribing historical documents about freed people in Alabama
Awesome.
in the 1800s. It was pretty darn cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Totally can't believe I'm going to admit this, and it's been a little while. I learned that narwhals are real. You guys remember when the dude stabbed the person with like a narwhal horn?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
in London.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally thought those were like mythical creatures like unicorns.
Oh, you do know it's a tooth, right? Not a
Did
horn?
not know
You're
they were real.
adorable.
Yeah, just to add to the odd facts, it's not a horn,
It's
it's a
hard to
tooth
understand.
that extends.
out of the top of its head.
No, it goes
Yeah.
out of its mouth.
Oh, it's like a vampire walrus.
Yeah, it is like a vampire walrus.
Oh wow! Because I thought they were in the forehead.
Don't think so.
Weird.
I thought so too.
Oh, great. Now everyone's
just
going to
a
be
wonky
Googling
tooth.
narwhals.
Yep, I totally am.
I have a light up narwhal that
See?
actually sits on my porch for Christmas. And he's got a little scarf and he's got some holly and he's like blue and it's adorable. It's Mr. Narwhal.
Aw. Hey, can I change my answer for the familiar?
Yes, you can.
You want a narwhal now? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does sort of come out their nose. It's not really their nose, though. That's a weird thing. But it's a tooth that grows out of the front of their head. And some have two.
Does it knows it's its nose?
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my god.
Oh.
Oh, if you ever want to see something, don't look up double narwhal tooth. Just don't. Oh god. Oh, that's just.
You know who you're talking to, right? Totally Googling that. Oh, dude.
Yep. That's a thing you've seen now.
Wait a minute. Now I gotta look.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
As we're totally distracted, like, what are we doing? Narwhals!
So she could have had the question, what's an odd thing you guys can look up right as you're recording your questions?
Oh my gosh. What?
Double narwhal.
Hey, did you know that sometimes? Did you know that sometimes they're called sea unicorns?
Yes.
Yes.
That I knew.
And just
I think
remember, manatees and mermaids.
Yeah, manatees were.
Well, that's what I learned.
Which is why you have to wonder how desperate were these sailors, because
They've been alone a long time.
long time.
What did you learn, Misty?
I recently learned I have not been baking as long as most people in the world have been baking, and so things that a lot of people learned when they were in their teens, I only learned in the last 10 years or so. So I am still making exciting baking discoveries, and most of the time they're successful. But I recently learned that when you are putting dried mango in a cookie, that if you soften it with lemon juice instead of water, it makes it more mango-y.
Oh, yes. I can tell you all sorts of tricks. And remember, if you put a pinch of ginger in with your cinnamon, it makes your cinnamon taste more cinnamony.
Oh, I'm totally into the whole ginger thing, yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to make cinnamon taste more cinnamony, you add ginger. If you want to make chocolate taste more chocolatey, you either add coffee or vanilla, or both, if you're really gilding the lily.
Yep. But
I bake a lot.
Well, I found a recipe that for chocolate chip. It was originally for chocolate chip cookies, and I have turned it into a recipe for cinnamon pecan cookies and a recipe for mango cranberry cookies, because my son likes cookies with fruit in them. So, and I discovered that if I did lemon juice instead of water, the mangoes actually tasted like mangoes instead of snozberries. So
citric acid is your friend. It enhances certain flavor. Oh God, I can go down this rabbit hole way too much. We should let poor Teresa talk.
Okay, so we've gone from talking about things that please your stomach to things that will turn your stomach. And I'm pretty sure I picked this up as a meme from some group on Facebook, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us belong to that group in Facebook.
Oh dear.
I learned and had to look up and verify that this is truly a thing. There is a leech that lives on a hippo's butt and just lives there for life. And then when it dies, it falls off. And I really thought that that was some dumb joke floating around the internet. So I looked it up, and it's not fake.
Wait till you hear about the penis fish of the Amazon.
Or what's the worm, the worm down in Central Africa that lives for years, and when it finally decides to leave, they have to catch the end of it and take days slowly rolling it around a stick to get it out of your leg.
Ugh,
Oh
gross.
God, it's like I know what you're talking about, but yeah, I'm queasy. It could always be worse, right?
Ew.
So yeah,
The
the
guinea
internet
worm.
has ruined
The
me
guinea
for
worm.
life.
Oh, it will totally ruin you for so many things.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
looking up
God.
hippo butt leech though, because
It is a real thing. There is a hippo butt leash. It's like the little guy. It's like the little mites that only live in human eyelashes. Like they're just there, doing their thing.
Yep,
They
I
do
don't
an
like.
important job. They eat your dead skin cells and it keeps that from going in your eyes. So everyone make sure to thank their little eyelash mites, because without them,
Oh, what if those are our familiars?
oh my God, you go stare at other people's eyelashes. No, I will not have an eyelash mite as a familiar, but that's definitely some weird stuff. I mean, I did have in a conference call at my day job somebody asking if there really was poop coffee. And I had to explain that yes, there's a very exclusive type of coffee where a type of jungle cat-like creature called the civet eats it,
Civet
and
cat.
when they
Expensive,
excrete
and I
it,
do not want any.
and those excreted berries have a unique and poignant flavor that is prized throughout the world. And that's a thing you know now. What you got now, Emily?
Let's hop over to the Facebook page and let's see here. We'll do a couple from here, maybe just one. Daniel Travis Barger,
looking forward-
sorry, asks, what thing are you each most looking forward to in this new year?
Being vaccinated and being able to see people in real life.
More Calamity Janes.
Yes.
Besides that.
More
Right?
Calamity Janes.
100%.
Really? That's the answer next?
Sue, what do you think? Ooh, I like the way you think.
More books coming out.
I'm kind of with Emily, like publishing more stuff. I get to play with everybody's books. I get to play with Emily's books too.
Woo!
You're gonna love that
I'm
one.
excited.
Oh,
I'm so
sorry.
excited! I can't wait to read it.
I got to speak.
Yeah, Rachel's read it.
Yeah,
She
DM
was
privilege.
the first person.
Woohoo! That's okay. I have it now, so I can read it whenever I want.
Yeah.
Neener, neener, neener.
I'm actually looking forward to going to the beach. We go to the beach every year, and we don't stay in a hotel and go to touristy stuff. It's a very quiet beach that has it's all individual houses, and so my family can go and still be socially distanced from everybody. And so we'll go to the beach for a week and lay in the sand and play in the sun and do nothing for a week, and I can't wait.
So you essentially will be Malibu.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I need to pack some more ivory
I'm
talons
working
to
on
take
my
with
ivory
me.
talon
Yes,
recipe.
the taste of Testeros.
Ivory talons are evil. They make you dumb.
Yes,
What are you looking
Ain't that the
forward
truth?
to, Teresa?
but see, the house is within walking distance of the beach, and so I don't need my brain. I can just walk back and forth, and so it's okay.
That still somehow messed it up.
So what are you looking forward to, Teresa?
I don't really know at this point. I'm just gonna go day by day and find the joy in every single day, I guess, because 2020 was rough, man, and I don't think I can deal with that crap again.
Now, Teresa, are you sure you're not looking forward to mail delivery of pens and ink?
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's one of those everyday joys because my cart on Goulet pens is pretty full of ink and a couple of shiny new pens, but that's just something that happens. Oh, I don't know, every couple of months or so.
Fair enough.
That's pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to writing my first new book series in years. I've been continuing stuff for so long and I've finished stuff out, but I'm actually working on the first book of something new, which Melissa will get to see, assuming I make my deadline.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Cool.
But the only hint I will give you is it involves a case of food poisoning so bad that someone accidentally summons a demon.
Okay.
Be ready, Melissa. That's what you get to look forward to.
Opening a southern portal to hell.
But I think that's about all the time we have, isn't there? It's been awesome, and I can't wait for the next episode. How about you guys?
Always looking forward to it.
And we'll make sure to pimp more shit. Woot!
Woo!
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to those who created it, which is us, the people you just heard play the game. Opening and closing themes performed by the Gore Core 4.
Authors and Dragons! Authors and Dragons!
I guess you'll figure it out when I put it up your ass if you ask me that again.